start arming themselves.
Well,
and then they'll change the law.
Well, that's
because
another question.
Here's what we know. Remember now, them gun laws came in effect after the Black Panther Party was carrying guns according to their amendment rights. That'll scare the hell out of them. There ain't nobody trying to kill white folk. Black folk, they just kill each other like a fool.
Well, that was one of the questions that I want to ask you about. I mean, you heard that there were hearings last week in Washington, D.C. A woman came up and said, she fears for, that women who live alone might want to have some protection. But I'm wondering if, as you mentioned, the people who are most likely to be killed by gunfire are young African-American men.
And who kills them? All the African-American men. Look, the NRA got these fools thinking that black folk don't start killing white folk. You know that ain't true. I know that's not true, but there's fear. This black man scared the hell out of him. That's what it is. He's scaring the hell out of him. Not a lot of people like to say it plain and uncut, but that's the real skinny. That black man scared the hell out of him. And so as a result, look what they're doing with all these guns. What you gonna do with them? Who hunts with an AR-15? I'm a country boy, all right? There's a gun in my corner, 22, all right? Been around guns all my life, but I was taught to respect it otherwise. You hunted with a shotgun otherwise. But all this other stuff, no, them assault rifles. That's for military-minded people who want to be in a militia who think it's gonna be some race war. That's my take.
My last question for you is just about if some of these laws that the president is proposing aren't necessarily the answer, what are some things that you would like to see as far as that would help reduce the amount of violence?
Here is what I think we need from the president's office. We need a sound policy on tracing that gun from the time it's made to when they pick that gun up from that shorty who did the shooting. It needs to be traced all the way back to who got it and who had it. And if somebody legally who passed a background check went and got them guns from a gun show, but then came and sold them illegally, we need that sucker prosecuted just as much as they'll prosecute that young boy on the block. But we don't, they're not talking about it like that. That's what's going to help us. One of my members called me and said, "Red, man, this white dude is selling new knives for $200. I told him, you lying. He said, I tell you what, I'll try to pick one up. I said, all right, go get him and have him, get me a couple. When he got back, dude was gone. And when we talk with one of the county attorneys about what I'm talking to you about enforcing it for the ones who selling our kids the guns, he talked about the fight with the NRA they would have. So you're going to make it fall on the backs of the poor and the disenfranchised, and the ones who getting the guns, you letting them off the hook. Go in North and South Minneapolis and show me the gun factory.